Check if I am audible. We are live. Check if I am audible, sir.
Just a moment.
Hello, everyone.
It will take time. There's like 10 seconds lag. Yes, you're live, sir.
Hello, everyone.
Check if I'm audible.
Hello, everyone. I hope all of you are doing really well with your life post Clat A-late result SLAT examination. So, in this session, we are going to talk about NRI sponsored seat. This is one of the major confusing point for the Clat aspirants. So, we are going to clear in this session, right? So, सबसे पहले, first of all, if you had opted for NRI sponsored during your form filling, then this session is good for you. Otherwise, it is not useful for us, right? जब आपने क्लैट का फॉर्म भरा होगा, then you must have opted for NRI sponsored seat, right? So let's begin this session with CLAT prep. So what is NRI sponsored seat, right? So NRI sponsored quota in CLAT refers to a specific set of seat reserved for candidates who are not directly non-resident Indian themselves but are sponsored by family member who is an NRI, allowing them to access admission to National Law University under NRI category in the CLAT exam, right? So agar aapka koi relative, if your relative is living abroad and they are willing to sponsor you, then CLAT has a shortcut, even if you have scored low rank, right? Now, one problem is there. It may not be a problem for many of you. It has a higher fees, right? So generally, NRI sponsored seats come with a higher fee compared to the standard Indian students, probably maybe 2x or 4x, right? So if you are willing, if any NRI is willing to sponsor you, then the fee would be comparatively high, right? So if we understand this in short, अगर आपकी CLAT में low rank आई है, if you have scored less in CLAT, even though you have a good chance of securing a seat in the top national law university, provided that you have opted for NRI sponsored seat during your form filling process, right? So fees is a matter of concern, maybe not for everyone, definitely. Now, can NRI sponsored student get a seat under the general category? Definitely. When you will get your results, you will get two rank. First will be your general rank. Let's say I have scored 10,000 is my general rank. Second rank, NRI sponsored. So let's say it is your rank is 20, right? So in that case, with the general rank, you are not going to get National Law University, right? But with the NRI sponsored seat, you are likely to get, just a second. Right? So you are going to get NRI sponsored seats with the NRI sponsored, right? So you will get rank for general category as well as NRI category. So if you are scoring, let's say 200 in your general category, then you don't need to opt for NRI sponsored seat, right? So you have option of opting any of them. So the answer, can NRI sponsored student get a seat under the general category? The answer is yes. So it's up to you. If you want to opt this NRI sponsored seats, it's up to you. If you are getting a NLU with the general rank, you can definitely go ahead with that. With that, you will have to pay very less amount of fees as compared to NRI sponsored seat. Now, who can sponsor you? What is the definition of my relative or the NRI who is willing to sponsor me? Now, different national law university have different definition for this. It can be my blood relative, it can be my cousin of my parent, it can be a friend or acquaintance of the parent, right? So her NLU has a different definition for this NRI sponsor, right, category. So it can be your blood relative, it can be cousin of your parent, it can be friend or acquaintance of the parent. Now, there are two things to remember. Fee to be paid by the person sponsoring all 5 years. So for next 5 year, fee has to be paid by the person's account only, right? For all 5 year. This cannot be changed. This cannot be done that first year he or she is paying through his or her account. Now next year onwards, your parents are willing to pay the fees, right? It may be your internal matter that your parents are paying that person, right? That is a different internal matter, right? Colleges have nothing to do with that. Fees to be paid in foreign currency for all 5 years. Let's say your relative is living in Canada, right? So for next 5 year, the fee has to be paid in the Canadian currency only. So यहाँ पे हमें दो चीजों का ध्यान रखना है. We have to remember two things, that the person who is sponsoring has to pay fees for next 5 year. It has to come through that person's account. Then fees to be paid in the foreign currency. It may be American, it may be British, it may be Canadian, right? And different NLUs have a different definition for the NRI sponsor. It can be your blood relative, cousin of parent, friend or acquaintance, maybe. Now, NLUs offering NRI sponsored seats. Not every or not all NLUs have a NRI sponsored seats. सारे NLU NRI sponsored seats नहीं देते हैं. So let us understand how many NLUs are providing seats. So there is a list. NUJS Kolkata 20 seats, NLIU Bhopal, NLU Jodhpur, GNLU, RMNLU, NLU Odisha, MNLU Mumbai, Kochi NLU, DSNLU, and NLU Agartala. So this is the list of NLUs offering NRI sponsored seat. Now, very important point to remember, consortium has nothing to do with this NRI sponsored seats admission. What consortium will do, they will just give you the result of your All India ranking as well as your NRI sponsored seat, right? So you will have to check the website of each NLU separately. So the process is parallel but different, right? Let me just check the comments for a while. I'm coming to this. I'm coming to this, right? Now, so NLUs offering NRI sponsored seats, right? So their list of NLUs offering NRI sponsored seat. So you will have to check the website of each and every NLU, right? NLU Kolkata, NLU Bhopal, NLU Jodhpur, right? So the process is parallel but different. So let's coming to this role of consortium of NLUs in NRI sponsored seat. Very limited. So as I said, consortium will give you the results only. So the consortium will give you the result only. Now you will have to independently check website of each NLU. And it is not like that it has any relation with the Clat counseling, it has any relation with the fees paid to the consortium, whether you have participated in the counseling process or not. You will have to check the website. It may start from tomorrow, it may start from after 1 week. So idea is, keep the list of these NLUs, and according to your rank, just keep checking the website of these national law universities, right? Now, role of consortium of NLUs in NRI sponsored seat, as I said, it is very, very limited, right? Now, what to do now? So, visit the individual NLU website regularly. Take a note that I will be visiting the website after every 7 days, 3 days, 4 days, right? Separate application for each NLU will be there. Separate and parallel process will go on, right? So, this you have to do. And on the other hand, keep your documents ready, right? So consortium will ask the person who is sponsoring you, that person also needs to get some NOC from local authorities. It may depends on various country to country. So keep your documents ready beforehand. So let's say if your that acquaintance or your relative is in Canada, check the process of Canadian authorities. If some local documentations are required, do it beforehand, right? Why to waste our important time? Now, pro and cons of NRI sponsored seat. Now, what is the benefit of NRI sponsored seat? So the benefit is that you can get national law university, very decent national law university, even if you are scoring a rank of 7,500, let's say 5,000 or 10,000, you are not getting a desired national law universities with the all India general rank. So this is very, very useful for us. First, you are getting admission in the top national law university, right? So this is the benefit of this. First, now the only issue is the fees, right? So if you are okay with the fees, then this is the best option to get admission at the top national law university with the low rank, right? So if you are okay with fees, it may be 10 lakh rupees per annum, it may be 8 lakh rupees per annum for particular and national law university. So fees depends on individual national law university. So now I would like to summarize this session. So we discussed about NRI sponsored seats. So if you have scored less in Clat, if you have got low rank, but you want higher national law university, then this is a good option for you, provided that you are okay with high fees and you have to check the website of each different national law university. The definition of NRI depends on different national law universities. So you have to check the process of different national law university, right? Now I will be taking questions. Now, okay, please reply and clarify whether option. Okay, yeah, you have to check website. So the advice is you need to check the website of different national law universities carefully. So entire process definition will be there, right? Okay, no such questions. So any other confusion on this point? Chirag, Karthik, Amit. Karthik NLU Jodhpur at 6K rank. Okay. Karthik, we have to check the last year cutoff, right? So we'll check it and we'll update you. So you guys can contact us on the on our Instagram, on our website number given on the website for more such information. Okay, okay. So with this, we are ending this session here. So wishing you all the very, very best for the your counseling, your NRI sponsored seats. Thank you so much. Keep following us. Wishing you best always.